The next thing I want to look at is naming the regions and giving the regions color. So if I press down T whilst in the arrange window, I'm pressing down T and I'm getting text tool. I'm going to click on where it says Manchester and I'm going to call this drums. And then I'm going to click on this region. I'm just going to rename that baseline. And then I'm going to click on this and I'm going to call that piano chords. So you get this little kind of tool with it looks like two staples stuck together. Not quite sure why it's the symbol looks that way, but let's go with it. I'm going to click on, let's get the rubber, get rid of that little bit that we had as well to keep things nice and neat. If we come up to this little bar here, can you see as I mouse over that, it just changes, and there's a whole load of hidden features in here, including color. So if we bring up the color palette, we can click and give these nice funky colors. And this is a good way of color coding different sections. So if we had a whole load of drums, we could call those blue. If we had multiple bass lines, so you get a color visual representation of your arrangement and your instrumentations without having to read all the titles, because sometimes when you zoom in, things can get truncated like that. So it's good to keep a good sort of color system going. We can also, by clicking on the track, we can rename the tracks as well. So just hover over the word, double click that, and we'll call that drums as well. It usually defaults to the name of the preset instrument patch. Let's just call that bass, and let's call that piano. And finally, what we can do is we can come to click on there. These are already looking pretty good, but let's make another. Just double click there. So this icon here, let's change the icon of the track, and if you click on where it says track 4 or track instrument 4, we can click there on this, what I call a disclosure triangle. I believe that's what it's called, and you've got a whole load of different symbols that you can do. So you know, something like that, an NPC or something. So that's changing the track icon as well.